Drinking buddies, today we're going to talk about 5 rising distilleries that I'm really excited about, and 2 that maybe I'm not so excited about. Let's go.
I'm your drinking buddy.
All right, drinking buddies. So this was a hard list to put together because A, I don't want to trash on any brand. So you'll see why I picked the 2 I did when we get to them. And B, there are a lot of really great rising distilleries out there. Man, things like Balcones, Middle West, Chattanooga, Ben Holiday. There's just so many distilleries out there that I like what they're doing. Garrison Brothers, Whiskey Del Pac. I didn't even think about it. Anyway, there are so many great distilleries out there that are delivering really good product that that didn't even make the list. So anyway, number 1, and I think this could be the distillery that I'm most excited about what they're doing, because as you guys know, I'm just obsessed with this distillery. New Riff. I love New Riff. I love what New Riff is doing. This is a distillery that I'm just excited about what they're doing in the future. All of their releases are good. Most of their releases are great, and special edition stuff like this, New Riff Malted Rye 6-year, just deliver on so many levels. This Silver Grove bourbon here is one of the best bourbons I own. Not even kidding. This is one of the best ryes I own. They are delivering on so many levels. Don't skip on New Riff. Number 2, another distillery that is smaller that I think what they're doing is just really great. Still Austin. I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing out of Still Austin. I've not had a bottle of whiskey that I didn't love out of Still Austin. Still Austin cask strength at under $50 is one of the best bargains in all of whiskey. The cask strength rye here that you see here is also really excellent, and it's under $60. Not a lot of great not a lot of really great barrel proof ryes out there under $60. The list is small. Next up, this is one that a lot of you guys might not have access to because they're still so small, but I want to talk about them before they get too big, and that's Adventurous Stills. I get it. They're a small company. They're mostly only in Arizona right now, but if you're in Arizona and you're sleeping on Adventurous Stills, stop. They are doing these cask strength Peraltas currently as single barrels. So you might see your drinking buddy pick in the near future with a Peralta logo on it, because this is one of my favorite whiskeys. And it's local and it's wild. They use chocolate malt in their whiskey, and it is just excellent. It is just straight up excellent. So a couple more. We have Driftless Glen. This is one that I just think that what they're doing is fantastic. I know they're a new company I've been hyping a lot lately. I know they did send me some bottles. They sent me this one, but I'm in love with the juice in the bottle. That's why I'm talking about them. Yeah, another example of that is As Found North, who's going to be my number 5. Yeah, As Found North has sent me a lot of stuff, but the reason I talk about them is because their whiskey is fantastic. Trust me. There are plenty of people who've sent me whiskeys that I don't talk about very often. These 5 are 5 up-and-coming distilleries. Up-and-coming, this is an NDP, but these other here are this is a master blender doing amazing work to blend amazing whiskey. These 4 here are craft whiskeys being made to perfection by people who love whiskey. Yeah, anyway. These are my 5 distilleries to look out for in 2024, 2025, 2026. They're up-and-comers, and what they're doing is fantastic. But we got to talk a little bit about 2 distilleries that I'm a little bit iffy on that are up-and-comers. And one of them I do really love, and I hate to mention them, but Wilderness Trail is a whiskey that I'm a little bit hesitant on going forward. And there's 2 reasons for this. One, their prices are already a little bit high. For what you're getting out of Wilderness Trail, the price is like right at what I would pay for it. And I love their whiskey. Don't get me wrong. Like right where they're priced at is probably what they're worth. But they just recently got bought by Campari. And Campari has made Wild Turkey a brand that is borderline unapproachable for any of their special edition stuff, because they're not worth the prices that Campari is demanding them charge for their special edition stuff. So I have a feeling that anything special edition from Wilderness Trail is just going to be just priced way out of my range. And so for that reason, I think that one whiskey that I'm a little bit hesitant about going forward is Wilderness Trail. And that's sad to say, but it is. I'm a little bit hesitant about Wilderness Trail. The other brand, this one also pains me because this is another brand that I really like, but I'm very cautiously looking at this brand with some big question marks, and that is High West. I really like High West. I really like what they do, but they only offer a couple whiskeys over 100 proof, and they offer a lot of whiskeys under 100 proof that are priced way beyond what I'm willing to pay for them. Example, Midwinter Night's Dram is now over $150, and it is a great whiskey. Don't get me wrong. I really like Midwinter Night's Dram. In fact, I think it's one of the whiskeys that has really just like made the market of bourbon and rye, like finished, especially in that category, like master blending, all these things. They've done wonders for these categories, but they're also delivering a product that's $150 that should probably cost about $70. I think my favorite product for them is the Rendezvous Rye, and the Rendezvous Rye is one that I feel like costs more than it should. Their Boo Rye, which is probably the best product that they make, is only in Utah. So there's just some red flags for me. If they could offer like a barrel proof rye and a barrel proof bourbon that are both about $70 and readily available, I would be talking about this brand more, but they don't do that. They do offer a barrel proof bourbon now. It's a newer product, but that barrel proof bourbon that they offer is pretty hard to find, and it's about $90. So for me, I am cautiously looking at High West with scratching my head, going, who's doing your pricing? Because they are pricing me out of their market. So anyway, drinking buddies, these are my top 5 up and coming whiskeys that I'm keeping my eye on, and 2 that I'm probably passing on. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you. Every time you guys like the videos, every time you guys subscribe to the channel, you're making this thing possible. I could not do this without you. Cheers. We'll see you on the next one.
I'm your drinking buddy.